Hey, 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 good morning or good evening, I should really say. Everybody, we're streaming Star Trek Online tonight. I'm going to show off a little bit of Clan and McTier's new Starbase in Star Trek Online. You can even look us up under Clan McTier, which is actually Tier is spelled T-I-R-E, but it's Gaelic, so it's spelled differently. Like it's not English. Anyways, this is our new Starbase. I did, not really sure about new. It's a bit rusty, but it's got real personality, And, we'll get our stuff up and running. Everything actually out here, you see the Transwarp Conduit Industrial Fabricator. It's all broken, unfortunately, right now. Yeah, but we're working on it. Let's talk about our Starbase and check it out, though, shall we? So we just got this tonight. Over all kinds of just kind of ridiculous glitches, to be honest. It was a little tough tonight with all that sort of stuff. But we got it up, we got it running. And tonight, Wednesday night, I like to do some sort of story. Tonight, I was thinking, I've been watching a lot of Voyager, and they're stuck in the Delta Quadrant, and you can do that story, well, a story like it, in this one. And I was like, hey, let's do it. So, views is going away in April 14th for some reason. That's something I can see. Tells me who's watching or, how many people are seen it, which is a little sad, actually, because I like to know who's, if, gives me an idea of what I'm doing. So, not really sure why they're doing that. Accurate, blah, 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 blah. Oh, it's not accurate, so they're gonna get rid of that and probably plug in something new, hopefully. Anyways, if you're a new viewer, welcome. So this is Clan Max Starbase. You can see that everything has that first season Enterprise look to it. And I'm not obviously wearing a first season Enterprise uniform, so problematic. Anyways, we have all kinds of stuff. We got holographic, holodeck over there. Out of that, girl. And down there we have, that's where we keep our quartermaster, which I walked in here. So when I first walked in here, I wasn't sure what to make of it, because honestly it looked like some weird sort of, I walked into like a illegal gun trade or something. I was like, really? Wow, that doesn't look legal at all. But I guess it is, and that's where we buy our stuff. Hopefully legal. Right? But it still looks funny, and it's fun to get into it. As you can see, I'm excited. We've been working on this forever. And I love Star Trek, and, it's one of my faves. Absolutely nothing else here works either. Mail doesn't. I would probably have to get navigation in. So that was what I was actually working on right before you came in, or right before I got on here. So let's welcome back. I'm gonna have it. And he gave me. Running for your own ship, but down here we all can use the help we can get. Come back tomorrow, and I'm sure. See, this is our officer of the watch. This guy gives us dailies and stuff, and we're upgrading. Come into our fleet holdings. You can see that we're upgrading, like the Starbase. At some point, our admiral, our fleet admiral, he'll come in. Admiral Bullock will come in here, and he'll change the Starbase to some other name. And I mean, we've got our own. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to transwarp to him. We'll see if it actually. I don't think the conduit's working, but see, we're getting these different ones going here. Reinforce local subsystems. That's probably super ongoing research projects that we're going on. Some of them, honestly, that look a little peculiar. And practice tactical exercises, keeping everybody, we're going to need some defenses since we don't really have anything going on. But we got a Spire, which is probably on the Giant Spear. Research Lab, K-13, another, original TOS Starbase. An embassy in Romulus, the lithium mine, and a colony world. So, our own world we have to populate. And do you need women for that? No. So, and we get to put our own duty officers and stuff and colonists on this. It's actually kind of cool. I've already donated a crap ton of colonists that I've been working on, but supposedly right here. Go get him, baby. Talk to our transporter chief over there. He says he can go to my ship sector. Transport to colony world, which we can't do yet. Transfer to other fleet holdings. And we can't. I would actually probably have to find out where those are and specifically go there. We're probably not allowed to transfer yet because I don't have the transfer on and working. We're working on it, right? So it's it sounds weird. I mean, this is not my dream to come into a space station and have to repair it, but it is kind of cool to upgrade, and it gives you like another mini game inside a game that's built upon mini games. Oddly enough. So it's just being back to sector, since we don't really need to go to the subship. And we got some things repaired, stay scanned. You know, just kind of found out nothing's working, which is super. Right? Just a bunch of junk in space. That is what it's going to look like when it's done. Right now, what you're seeing, that core, is actually, you see that right there? It's inside that. So later we'll be building on the pieces that wrap around. We'll have the antenna array that goes down, things like that. The different docking systems and all of that. And this is what the fleet will look like eventually, and we'll give you updates and tell you what that looks like. That's our starbase. Now that we have a fleet, and I can just probably go around and find out different ones that are. See, there's Klingon fleet starbases, which we don't have a Klingon fleet yet. That'd be kind of cool to have people that people want to sit through the incredibly long. There's a ridiculously, incredibly long. Unfortunate, incredibly long tutorial to this game. It is a little bit. It hurts. All right. So we're gonna do Delta Quadrant, and obviously I've done a bunch so far. But so what I'll do is I'll just start it off with the regular one, and that is not a replay. But you don't really need to know. This one is. You enter the Iconian Gateway and travel to the Delta Quadrant. You get there, right, and it's this giant, it's a made planet by aliens, and it's 200 times, was it 2,000? Yeah, 2,000 times the size of an M-class or Earth size put together. So it's just massive. It's called the Dyson Sphere. We're headed over to that direction right now. It's over here, a new Romulus, and you might have seen me messing around with that. Here's the Dyson Sphere. That's the portal, basically. It's a transwarp conduit. One that actually works, right? Unlike the one at this fleet. Unfortunately. That's a little bit that I can't just go. I have to, like, spend half the day traveling from one place to another. What is this, real life? This is a transwarp conduit, but it's centralized just around the ship. This is the idea that you are working in a Voyager when Paris goes back. He goes above, he hits warp factor 10 and he gets changed, mutated. This is what they needed to create what's around them, which is later they find out that. Or consider splitting the rest of your life in the car does, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing stuff with him. He looks like he's actually kind of upset that I'm not. And I don't know if I care about that godlike guy. Boom. Alright, slow down. There we go. So we'll grab the first mission that we can, which I believe
we have a problem in the
escape.
Siluran system. Admiral Tuvok is there on Voyager, and he's calling for backup. Rendezvous with Tuvok and provide any assistance he requires.
And that would be Admiral Janeway's voice. We're gonna go with Admiral Tuvok. She's a fleet admiral at this point. He's just like the first rear admiral or something. That's just the first tier. And so, I'm going to try to see if I can't show you just the first one. Oh, that's the one right there, yeah, Delta Quadrant Sphere. Because the sphere moves to the, or has a conduit to the Delta Quadrant at one point. Alright, here we are. So, oh my god, goodness, excuse me. That's it right there. This is the massive Dyson sphere. And inside is like a whole planet and everything, you know, that's it right there. And you can see that it's much bigger. You know, it's bigger than the whole planetary area. So, I don't think it's gonna let us redo it. We can give it a try though. Pretty sure the answer is no. So now we're inside. Nope. But this is what it looks like on the inside. See, it's an entire planet. Isn't that crazy? So the inside of this view, and then obviously there's like the air, and they've got the sun inside, and that's just crazy to me. But we will just exit the sphere, and we'll go to the next one. So that basically just gets in there, and Tuvok's like, I'm gonna need your help with something personal. And we're like, okay, yeah, buddy, we're on our way. And he knows us from missions before. Leave, just make sure we're doing the right one. There it is, yes. So it's just right over here. So this is gonna be kind of cool. You can see other people. There's Mr. Pink and the Kelly, right, on the USSS. What? On we wanted that, and the Wolverine. Check this out. I got you. So he disappeared. That's always good. And where did the other guy get there yet? He's actually got this bit bigger, not much. I think it should be about the same effect. Like the right stuff. I wanted something to look a little bit more like the Enterprise, but it's actually a time jumping ship. Cinebrati? Kelly? If you ever watch this, I would like to know the name of your ship, sir. Somebody, if you could, type that in there if you can. I can't even pronounce that. Cinebrati? Cinnabon? USS Cinnabon. Totally want to be on that ship now. I love Cinnabons. Here we go, Mindscape.
Greetings.
That's the USS Voyager.
Admiral Tuvok is waiting for you in the conference room.
Whoop.
Sorry we don't have time for a tour,
Escorting me to the-
but the Admiral insists he needs to speak with you right away.
Okay, yeah. Let's do this. Odd. There's Tuvok on his prayer mat. So this is
Greetings.
usually pretty
Thank you
private.
for coming so promptly. We do not have much time, and I require your assistance.
What's going
I am
on?
still under telepathic assault by the Undine we know as Cooper. He has found some means to greatly increase his psionic power, and I cannot withstand his assault indefinitely. I will need your help to repel Cooper's attack and counter him.
You must be under great amount of stress.
What else do you need to know?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
My mind to your mind. Your thoughts to my thoughts.
Okay, so I'm probably inside his memories or his brain, which is interesting because so this Cooper guy helps kind of defeat the Borg. He's supposed to be a Federation scientist. Turns out he's an Undine, and they're all kind of working for the Uzak guys called the Arconians, who are the big bad guys that you'll see here. Like Roman, blah blah. Delta Quadrant later, we're all working up to a fight with the Arconians. They're always trying to get, which is the next one. And then yesterday's war was back in time. So, right? So, this is like, I'm definitely feeling like, what's going on here? There's no sign of Tuvok or anyone else. It looks like I'm alone in the mindscape. Doctors. Omega. It's interesting, like Omega particles or something is on his mind. Yeah, that is not normal. Voyager Omega sample. Here it is. Examining Omega protocol. Peter, explain the Omega directive. The Omega directive is a set of regulations automatically activated when the ship encounters Omega particles. The only ships certain can countermand the directive information regarding Omega particles, and Omega directive is classified. Computer, release Omega of lockdown authorization. Finley Christopher Admiral. Unable to comply. Omega directive lockdown may only be released by ship captain, and the captain is ready for it. Alright. Okay. Well, let's keep going here. That's kind of odd, like this is Dr. Voyager would get serums and stuff ready. One area. Like he had 3 other, right here is actually where he would mix them and stuff. If I remember, he actually used to have one, like a little thing right there. Is that what this is named? This is the where they do the surgery and stuff like that. These are resting beds. Let's see if we can't leave here. Oh, the door's locked. Why would the sickbay door be locked? Maybe it can be overridden. Let's see if we can access the controls. Console is also locked out, but maybe the emergency medical hologram can answer some questions. Computer, activate the emergency, well, the EMH. Please state the nature of your medical emergency.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Doctor seems to be confined to sickbay. Can you override the door lockout for me?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? First, I need to make sure you're not contagious or suffering from any injuries. This will only take a moment.
I'm fine, Doctor. Really, I just need to get to
Don't be
engineering.
difficult. I'm only doing my job. Engineers and captains, always in a hurry to get out of sickbay.
Doctor, it's crucial that I leave sickbay. I need to find
You're not
Tuvok.
going anywhere. Doctor's orders.
Doctor.
Can you hear me? Come speak to me at the desk terminal. The mind meld was successful. Excellent. I am currently trapped in the ready room. For the moment, I will only be able to communicate with you remotely. Cooper is working to subvert my mental defenses, and I must focus my concentration on keeping my mind intact.
So I need to liberate you from your ready room?
No. Cooper is trying to erode my emotional control. Symbolically, this means that he must destroy Voyager. To do so, he is attempting to overload the warp core. You must proceed to engineering to stop Cooper from destabilizing the warp core. If he is successful, he will have broken down my mental control systems. Once the core and my mind are protected from Cooper's attacks, then we can take control of this mindscape. Take the pad from the doctor's office. I will use it to communicate with you as you proceed.
Why do I need the pad? Why not just use communicators?
Objects have symbolic significance in this mindscape. As an outsider in my mind, your ability to communicate with me directly is limited. Your communicator is part of your mind, and so it cannot interact with me directly while Cooper tries to keep us separated. The pad is part of my mind, so I can use it to bridge the gap between us.
Strange, but I suppose I don't have time to get into metaphysics with this, do I? Alright. Almost forgot the communicator. Last one right off the bat.
The mind meld was successful. Excellent. No. Good. Now we will be able to remain in contact. Proceed to engineering.
Well, I would change you into a different uniform, but unfortunately, I'm in the mindscape.
Cooper is attempting to subvert my mental defenses by replacing my memories with engrams from his bioship. Until he is expelled, these kinds of incursions will continue. You may see strange items or distortions in your surroundings. Ignore them and proceed as best you can. Remember Kiri Kinthaw's first law of metaphysics. Nothing unreal exists.
Understood. Person, I just seen a weird thing there. So I normally would change my outfit, but I'm gonna pretend since we're inside his mind, we can't do that. It's not real, right? Metaphysics and mental physics. Who knows in there?
Cooper is trying to overload the warp core. You must keep it stable.
Ah, crap. Hold on here.
The mindscape is a simulacrum. Cooper may move elements to suit his needs, or try to stop you. Certain areas may be blocked or damaged, or even transformed. Do your best to reach your destination. Cooper cannot simultaneously attack an area and conceal it.
I see. What the? Okay, that's freaky. They did really good with that picture. There it is, right there. Right, it feels like you're just the way the picture's made. But as I move, what they do is they move that center view, right, of that other door. Follows you, so follows the way you're looking. So as I'm looking this way, see how it kind of still focuses just on that? That's kind of cool. It's a nice little artist trick.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? Ah, Harry Kim.
What are you doing here?
Henson.
This area is very dangerous. The core is unstable.
Where's the chief
Ilana,
engineer?
I don't know. Is she should be here, but as far as I can tell, everything on Voyager's about to fall apart, and I'm the only one here. Stay back. I'm going to put a force field around the core while I try to stabilize it. It won't contain a core breach, but it might block some of the radiation if the magnetic stabilizers give out.
I can't stop a core breach. Or I can stop a core breach.
I've almost got this. Just keep back. It will only take a few more minutes.
Ensign, we can solve this more effectively.
You are stupid, aren't you? Only people the Vulcan melded with should be here. Not everyone on Voyager is part of Tuvok's warped little subconscious. Some of us are far more exceptional.
Ensign Kim, step away from the warp core control.
I'll destroy you, and Tuvok's mind with you. Get
He has
out!
raised the defenses to protect himself. Use one of the engineering consoles to press your attack. He has raised the defenses to protect himself. Use one of the engineering consoles to press your attack.
What just happened? That was weird. Oh, okay. He's trying to stop me. That's not the only console in this room.
Strengthen my mental defenses.
Nothing's about to go. Look out. Quickly.
Excellent.
Really
With my mental defenses stabilized, we should have additional time to fend off Cooper's intrusion. Head to the crew decks. Inside of my memories exist fragments of personalities from any person with whom I have previously experienced a mind meld. You may be able to find someone whose personality is not wholly part of my mind, and thus not susceptible to Cooper's influence.
We'll find another someone to help on this crew deck. Still fine. Yeah, see? What the? Exploiting Cooper's efforts, okay. You do that, Tuvok. I'm not going crazy in your mind.
To your right. You may be able to find a fragment of a personality who can help. People with whom I have previously melded have left impressions of their Katras in my mind. You may be able to convince one to assist you. Because they are not technically me, Cooper's ability to subvert them may be limited.
I'll keep an eye out for anyone who might be able to help. I hope so, Tuvok. This is getting... Whoa. You... Didn't you just have a... I wonder who's gonna be here.
What's happening? What am I doing here? Who are you? I require specifics. Answer me.
Voyage is in danger from species 8472. We need to liberate Tuvok. He's being held locked in the ready
No
room.
reason to trust you, but this seems familiar somehow. Why am I in the crew quarters? I should be in my regeneration alcove.
Tuvok can explain. Here. He can communicate through the...
7. You are currently experiencing an engrammatic regress as a result of a Vulcan mind meld. You must assist me in reasserting control over the meld. I am currently locked in the ready room next to the bridge. Exercise exercise caution as species 8472 has subverted the vessel.
Let's go to the bridge and help Tuvok. You know, I actually just helped you defeat the Borg earlier today. Really, you're just a Asha or a soul, a little fragment, like an impression of that.
That is Borg technology. But the presence of the collective will not dissuade us. Assimilation is irrelevant.
But I was assimilated before, that's why my guys got white skin. I'll show you later. Oh, you might have seen another. Whoa. That's assimilated and died. This is not good.
Assimilated Undine. It may be a reflection of the unconscious fears of species 8472.
Okay. Which means they're probably scared of you, Seven. Since you used to be Borg and so am I, so it's probably like an unconscious fear of us and what we could represent. Not the way out yet. I usually use this bat lift for Borg on this character. Where'd she go? I'm so glad they got her in a kind of a different costume. Don't get me wrong, she looks good in that costume and like Seven and Voyager and stuff, but it's like there is kind of a. I would agree with that. I'm trying to remember the lady who played Paul. It's kind of like, you know, there's a point where it gets a little embarrassing to be some sort of skin tight thing. You know, it's kind of like I don't think she said the word embarrassing, but it's you feel. Do we always have to have a sex symbol? You know what I mean? Can't women just pretty women be pretty? I mean, isn't that attractive enough, or do we?
Oh, you're here.
Didn't like it. I kind of understand.
Let's just get this over with.
Kind of. Oh, there he is. Let's do this. Kill him, Seven. Better have the right gun out. He's a really big one. He's a psychic lord, so.
I will secure the bridge while you release Tuvok.
Oh my gosh, I almost died. This is a real tight area to do that. I'm glad they brought Seven back. I mean, it sounds like she's only going to be there for a little bit. She's going to disappear. I hope not. Absolutely love that character. I love Jerry Ryan's acting with her. Wish you get more into acting to get to see more of her stuff. Oh, here we are. This would be it, wouldn't it? I really did enjoy it, honestly. I'll never see one of those actors on Voyager.
With Cooper defeated, he should no longer be able to maintain the telepathic link with my mind, for the time being. We must end the mind meld and consider our next course of action. Now that we have removed Cooper's influence, it is time to break the link between he and myself.
I agree. It's time to end this.
With Cooper's attack temporarily halted, we are in a position to slow the advance of his Undine forces. Please accompany me to the bridge.
Lead the way, Admiral.
We still do not have a fix on Cooper's whereabouts. I will contact Starfleet for any current information about Undine movements. Use the sensors to check for their quantum signatures. Voyager's sensor array is currently calibrated for tracking Undine movements, so you should be able to garner results quickly.
I'll handle the sensors. I can do that, you know. I'm a fleet admiral, should be able to do that. Get to Harry Kim's old station. That was definitely an actor I think got enough time on the screen. Like, I think you could have done one more with that character. I'd agree with the actor. I'd love to actually see him, Harry Kim, as a captain now. I wish you could use two things at once, you know, like in this game, sit down in the chair and then do that, kind of like Harry actually would. Your chair, like, gives your leg room, right? Something's not right here. Okay.
You should return to your ship.
Buddy.
While I am somewhat fatigued as a result of the mind meld, I believe that I can continue in my duties on Voyager while we plan our next steps.
Tuvok, I'm getting an error from operations. The Omega Protocol lockdown is in effect.
We must still be in the meld. Cooper is trying to deceive us. He needs to break the link cleanly, but lacks the strength to confront us directly.
Oh my gosh, what do we do?
You don't belong here.
Oh my god, can I get a shot off? Here we go. I need to... There is a grenade or something. It gotta be that. Neural blast. There we go. It's gotta be the neural blast that's acting like a grenade that's slowing down my ability to fire. Because you gotta fire first, you know what I mean? Let's try that. Look at battle strategies. I definitely want that. Oh, it's not something. Maybe it's over here. Nope. Okay.
We should use the link to our advantage. If we can track Cooper through the link, we can then pursue him in the physical realm. Since the Mindscape deals in symbolic representations, we need a map to his location. We should proceed to astrometrics.
Let's go. Alright, gotta go back to basically where we were.
Cooper is trying to block your progress. Look for another path.
Okay. What's that? Definitely wasn't here before. Yes, I ended up with this Borg nanites. Much better.
In 2375, Voyager encountered a malfunctioning Borg vinculum that had been turned into a trap by species 6339. This vinculum caused other personalities from the collective to surface in 7 of 9. I entered a mind meld with her in an attempt to stabilize her personality. These people are echoes of the personalities of people assimilated by the Borg. They are not truly aware, knowing only that they desire to escape. It may be helpful to think of them as ghosts, metaphorically speaking, of course.
I'm not afraid of ghosts. Cause I call the Ghostbusters.
Cooper is attempting to distort your path again.
Okay.
Keep searching.
Cooper is definitely trying to send a message. Yeah, shut up. What the? Okay, not gonna let me do that, I'm guessing. Nope, here it is. There it is. It's some
his species 846, whatever, you know, their Undyne language. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It's here. I don't know where it's supposed to go. This is really weird. It's closed. This is like super confusing.
I sense
so
we are
obviously they're
making
opening
progress.
things up as we
Keep
what the-
searching.
Seriously? I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe we're just here. Isn't there a door? They did really well. There's the door. Yeah. This must be it. Makes you feel a little bad. I'm like, dude, they're just ghosts. It's not their fault. I mean, they're not even sentient. Technically. Manually unlocking.
Enemy target unsensed. Flanking damage detected.
Whoa, dude, that's a lot of Borg. I'm getting the feeling that that's not the way to go. What? I wasn't there a minute ago. There's no force field, yet the atmosphere seems normal. Just open. Something's opening. I can hear it. Ding. Take the memory grid 124 Octo 22 Theta. According to Voyager's logs, this is the location of Tuvok's previous mind meld of 709, and when the suffered forces the intrusion of the other minds taken by the Borg into her consciousness, the event must caused her proximity to a damaged victim and is not consistent with influence from the Undyne. Let's try something else. Memory of Sombra system. After the Voyager left the Sombra system early in the journey's home, Tuvok experienced a traumatic mind meld with crewman Lon Suder, who I believe is like a Vulcan, if I remember some type. At this time, Voyager had not yet encountered the Undyne. We need to keep checking somewhat. Class 17 Nebula. Voyager encountered Class 17 Nebula in 2073. At this time, Tuvok was suffering from an enigmatic virus and entered a mind meld with Captain Janeway. I just watched this last night. It was really good. So that the captain could help him trace and resolve the source of the virus, which extended to his tenure after the Excelsior under the Captain Sulu, and that would be, yes, Sulu from the original Enterprise. This is not released. This is not related to Undyne. We have to be getting close. Please enter your check memory of Nerdic Expanse. Nerdic Expanse is an area on the edge of Borg space. This is it. It is located near an unstable corridor the Undying used to make the incursions into the dimension. The quantum singularities in that area of space make it easily subject to the incursion of the Undying. Logic suggests that this would be the ideal location for them to use as a fleet staging area. It's time to end the mind meld and go find it.
There. We have him.
Uh-oh. What the?
Cooper has broken the link. The meld can end.
I just need to rest after that. It was just really arduous. I met a Vulcan and just used to be a Borg, you know. Alright.
This ordeal has taxed me mentally, but I must continue the mission. I have learned that Cooper is in fluidic space, in an area that corresponds to the location known in our dimension as the Northwest Passage. We must travel there and enter fluidic space to confront Cooper once more. He is aboard a special command bioship that he cannot abandon. If we catch him in fluidic space, we can force a final confrontation.
Okay,
Please
let's do
join
it.
me on the bridge. I must focus my concentration on regaining my strength. I need you to enter our destination coordinates and make certain that there are no more surprises.
Alright, let's do this. Does Janeway know you redecorated her ready room?
The Admiral is waiting for you in the ready room.
Type in the coordinates here.
Voyager will join you in the Northwest Passage. We'll leave as soon as you've returned to your ship. We need to hurry if we want to catch Cooper.
Alright, beam me up. That was like a beam and a warp, wow. Talk about efficiency.
This area of space was labeled by Commander Chakotay as the Northwest Passage. It is a corridor of space that the Borg avoid because of the high incidence of quantum singularities, which the Undine use as points of transit. Voyager encountered the passage in 2373, and Captain Janeway chose to use it to travel through Borg space. This precipitated our first contact with species 8472.
What do
We
need
must
to do
locate
here?
a quantum singularity that will lead us into the correct area of fluidic space. My suspicion is that Cooper is using this region as a staging ground for the massed Undine fleet, and his command bioship will be there as well. Approach each singularity and check its quantum wave signature. When we find the correct one, we will pass through.
We'll probably have to engage the Undyne ships first, and then scan the singularities. This is just what it's You got these little, there we go, these little mini games inside. The singularity is too unstable, we must keep searching. Okay, and that's like fluidic space or liquid space coming out. side like this because you can get the beam from front and back, depending if you're using beam weapons. Voyager's over at this one. I wonder if Tuvok's trying to say it's this guy here. No? Okay. Singularity leads to something. Battles.
This passage will work. Quickly, we must go through the portal.
What portal? No way. What the?
Jimmy Neutron lied.
We need to reach Cooper's command bioship. According to my scans, he is using a modified dreadnought as a control vessel. Intriguing.
Yeah.
Cooper's bioship appears to have nerve clusters, gyri, and structures typically associated with brain matter. While most bioships are organic, they are not aware. Rather, they are biological tissue operated by the Undine as tools. Cooper's vessel is different. It is possible that the ship is self-aware. This would explain the increase in Cooper's telepathic abilities. Not only is his command bioship able to coordinate the entire Undine fleet, acting as a brain for the other ships, but it also amplifies his psionic power. We must gain access to the ship directly. We will need to temporarily disable its shielding mantle, so we can fire upon vulnerable sections to disable it.
Fine, disable Cooper's ship. Understood,
You've come a long way, but as you can see, I am not unprepared for your arrival. This command bioship is unique. It is capable of coordinating an entire fleet of bioships. A fleet that will launch from the structures you see here. Even if you attack me, I suspect you will find the sheer power of my new fleet to be overwhelming.
We're not defenseless, Cooper.
Stuff to see the bottom here.
So with this, what you want to do is going to be successful. You want to be able to knock out the shield before you drop out some of these guys to ourselves. But you want to take out the shields before you shoot torpedoes. You can do that and do way more damage. One of the shields gone. Yeah, 20% already. When his shield went up, and right, see, it hardly did anything. And they kind of say that stuff in the show.
something. Oh, I just don't really want to go inside of it. Oh. I like there's a cloak in this ship. Because I've done some Klingon stuff. Get rewards like that by doing other characters. Pick those up inside Space Dock. Of course, it's not a cloak that's like an attack, right? From it's not battle cloak or anything like that. Fireworks just because I think it's cool. Like, what the? Oh, this damn. Get his vulnerabilities. Make sure we're not getting our butt kicked here. Liquid, man, just kind of tosses you around, make it hard to kill, basically. Can't move, obviously. Just kind of swimming back and forth. There we go. Breaking free, I think. Maybe, yeah. You want to turn your shields, right? You don't want to have the same shield facing him the whole time. Our advantage versus him, we can change how our shields look. Come on, get it down. Yep, he's got to do a lot of damage. It's a heavy
Command bioship is weakened.
plasma torpedo.
Must
Look at
beam
that.
aboard and locate
Again,
Cooper
20%.
while it is possible.
Okay, here we go. Cooper is, I think I already told you, is helping us do the Borg a while back, and or kill the Borg. I found him actually on a planet that was being taken over by the Borg, and we're trying to save, like, not save, but stop this Undying from being assimilated. The Borg had figured out how to do it, and it looked like they were taking the Undying, like, apart piece by piece, and then putting them back together. That's how they were figuring out how to actually simulate them, and it was just kind of weird.
We are close.
Making it work. Oop. Dang it. Why did they do that? Alright, let's get my battle uniforms together. Let's check our weapons here. See if there's anything we could use that would be a little better versus Undying. Any bonuses, you know? I usually have stuff for Borg, but fluidic anti-proton assault rifle. That might work it right there. So let's see, does this do more damage? does not. It says fluidic anti-approval, where one's anti-Borg. Just Romulus assault rifles. Don't really do more damage either. Anti-Borg, anti-Borg. Romulan plasma minigun. Sonic dual pistol. Proton compressor pistol. Well, all I can think of is maybe trying out this new anti-fluidic gun. This is the best we got. This is ooh. Coming down, okay. This is definitely their technology. Yeah, that's working way better. You do have to be a certain distance to actually do damage to people in this game. Is what they're looking for? I guess not. I don't know. There's something else going on up there. Ooh, biting Omida. Oh, she's so hot. I'm not even kidding. Alright, so thought we is it
The muscles
no way,
controlling
okay.
this passage will not release. We will need to find controlled ganglia we can use to trigger a reflex response and open the door.
The release has to be near here. This does not. That just seems like the bowels a little bit to me. Just to look at everything and reflex come on. Get this to open it up. I thought. That's what I thought.
Tripod of terror.
Bring out our Horta. I think I actually have. I don't know if it might be on a different character. Yes, it is. Okay, so all I got on this guy is this lovely one here. Could call in some Bremen reinforcements if I need it. I have my Horta attack vents. So in this game, you can get attack vents. It's not like glassbound, which is like super cool. You can really crank up the damage. They really let you work it out, basically. And your missions like this are very much like attack twice. Weird. Very much like your dungeons and stuff. You can do it with one other person with most of them than the TFOs with a lot more people, right? 5 to up to 10. I mean, they really crank out the holy crap, everything's going wrong.
Cooper should be in the chamber just beyond this door.
This ship has a mind. Can we convince it not to fight us?
An intriguing notion. I shall make the attempt. You must protect me from Cooper and his soldiers while I concentrate on the mind meld. When you are ready, we shall proceed.
I'm ready. Start the meld. Where the heck am I? Oh, this must be the... Okay. Hey, buddy. Remember me! Ah. Ouch. Ah.
Alright. Fair enough, you can punch. Ouch! Hi! Whoa.
The ship is resisting the meld. I must move to another neural cluster.
I wouldn't do that right now, Tuvok.
You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate.
Shield losing power. Enemy targets on sensor.
You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate.
Get up, get up.
Flanking damage detected.
Oh,
You must protect me
the
from
flanking
Undine
damage
attacks
is
while
like
I concentrate.
everything in this. We need to call in some reinforcements here.
Enemy targets on sensor.
Got him. Let's do this. I have no weapons. What the heck? There we go. There we go.
The ship is resisting the meld. I must move to another neural cluster. You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate.
Ow.
You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate.
Flanking damage detected.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate.
Enemy targets on sensor.
Got him.
What is happening? You did this!
My mind to your mind.
Communication link established.
Your thoughts to my thoughts.
The weak will perish.
Why should we listen to the weak?
You will perish when the Iconians complete their purge. To the Iconians, you are weak.
We must survive.
When we fight one another, we are weak. United, we are strong.
No! Don't listen to him!
We must see to our needs.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
The many must survive.
We don't need them!
The many will be strong. The strong will survive.
They are weak. I will save us!
You are weak.
What? No!
Together, we are strong. You will be repurposed.
No!
Oh. There's been a time limit where you can.
The
actually
Bio-Dreadnought
do
has no intention of entering our space. Now we must return to our ships before the Undine retreat to their own fortresses in fluidic space.
All right, return to ship. Beam me up.
There are no signs of Undine pursuit. Whatever the intent of the remaining Undine forces, it seems that they do not involve our dimension. As a Vulcan, I am not given to personal displays. Nonetheless, we have shared a deep connection. We will always carry a part of this experience with us. In a sense, you have become a portion of my mental defenses. part of the ship and crew that define the most challenging aspects of my existence. Our shared effort has prevented another Undine invasion, and incidentally allowed me to retain my sanity. Your contributions are appreciated. I must advise Starfleet Command of these developments. I am sure we will speak again. Until then, I am confident that events in the Delta Quadrant are in capable hands. Live long and prosper.
Farewell, Admiral. We are ready to leave system on your command. Sir, depart system. Engineer.
Admiral Tuvok is safe, along with Voyager. That means a lot to me, personally and professionally. Thanks. Something tells me there's more to this than meets the eye. We'll be in touch if we learn more.
So we can get this neural deflector array, plasma turret gun, some armor, plasma stun pistol, or a lockbox. I think. Let's see what I need for this ship. Array. Plasma arrays actually got Constance arrays at X1, but it's part of a set, so. I need that. I'm not using the other stuff, so I mean, it's, so far it's not conventional anything there. Do I need a new polyweave armor? Yes, I do. That would explain why I'm getting
Admiral Tuvok is safe, along with Voyager.
So we're gonna
There's
grab the
something
polyweave
interesting
armor.
I'd like you to look into. Officially,
Really?
there's a joint effort aimed at establishing a new presence in the Delta Quadrant. While I was captain of the Voyager, I learned a lot about this part of the galaxy. Command felt I'd be a valuable part of our efforts here, and I agree with them.
Unofficially?
We need to find out where things stand, especially with some of the more aggressive factions in the Quadrant. There used to be a lot of distance between Delta and our neck of the galaxy. But now, thanks to a pair of Dyson spheres and an Iconian gateway system, the Delta Quadrant might as well be next door. I'd like to... There's something interesting.
Alright. So that's that, guys. Oh, look at that. So they got the little orange thing there. This is a... it's called Proving the Ground, but it's a deep space encounter. You go there and you can... it's kind of like random quests. You just go in there and blow stuff up and get rewards, but you can see that this is a TFO, I believe, the Borg battlefield. They've got different stars to check out. Dyson Sphere. You got your Synfoli systems. You got Karoon systems, you know. Fleet Research Lab. So that's where we'll go next, because we're going to have our own research lab there. And, you know, take a few pictures. We can send them to Bullock, you know, and so you can see him when he's at work tomorrow. Just something cool. He's a good friend of mine. I've known him for years. He's my best friend, honestly. And so he helped me get my my guild on ESO, Lana McTeer, started, and he wanted to do one here, so we helped him and finally got that going tonight. So we're gonna go check out the fleet research, and that's what we'll do the rest of the night here. I'm gonna take a quick break as the USS Boyne, Irish Boyne River, goes over there and docks with our research lab. I'll be right back. Hopefully we don't shoot past it. Let me know there, you know, like halt scrap or, you know, scream or something. absolutely love that sparkling ice water. It's pretty good. I'm drinking I think it's like a blackberry one. So we did shoot past it. Did anybody scream? Anybody? Anyways, we freaking here we go. What was that one? So tonight, you know that I do on like tonight Wednesdays I do story missions. So this is where it was on the I try to go faster and end up this portal and zoom past it. Let's just get inside. Shouldn't look like that on the inside. It's going to be smaller because it's just not a fully functional research station yet, right? Anyways, Sundays I'm going to be doing a question and answer time for the Bible. I'm going to be going through just talking about some of the basic questions people get confused on. I'm not a priest. I'm not a pastor. I'm actually I'm going to college to learn that stuff. But I figured, that would be some good practice, and just on Sundays, so you don't have to worry about getting too lathered up in it. If that's just not your thing, I understand. Here's our research station. Quattro Intel's contact traffic control. How can we assist you? Beam change here. That's really cool. Let's go check this out, huh? So it actually looks like it's totally formed. Yeah, beam change here. So that's what I'm gonna be. Go ahead and join me if you want to, or catch the rerun episode. I'm gonna be doing Star Wars Darth Vader tomorrow. Finishing up that last episode, and then we'll go back to the Guardians of the Galaxy. So that's kind of the conveniently one coming up, and I probably will be throwing in some Fallout 76, and I'm going to be putting a heck of a lot, like all this stuff on my YouTube. Please come check me out, GlubCashU50, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. I've even got some new affiliate that I'll be talking about here soon, and I'm super excited about that. So we'll be posting special interest here that you can get a 20% discount on here. Oh, probably should get out of our armor that makes us look fully Borg. Oh, that might not it. There we go. Huh. This is a very basic research station. That's kind of cool. Wonder what we can do here. Yes, except for this Sunday, it's Easter. So actually, just letting you know that, it will not be happening this Sunday, but just getting you out there so you know. Thanks, baby. Access mail, it's locked. So, looks like our research station, exchange locked, is just as broken as our main. Oh, we are doing some sort of research, though. Where does this look from? He's not Romulans. He's actually part of Heal Injuries Locked. Excuse me, Lord mercy, I was trying to speak his language. Did it sound good? She's part of that, looks like the bird people here in the Delta Quadrant. R&D project slot. Look at that. That's really cool. Okay, so I need to get. I've got 84,000. So these are fleet marks. So if I get a lot more, and a bunch more, so you give it +1 starship trait slot, +1 ground reputation slot. So that actually allows you to get more traits for your starships. So that's really, really cool. Space reputation slot. That's awesome. Active ability reputation. Oh my gosh. R&D project slot. Okay. So that needs a lot more stuff, but that's obviously at least tells us that they can do more. I mean, that's super cool, to be honest. Research lab personnel. He is also like one of those, almost looks like those kind of half-bird people or something from the Delta Quadrant here. This is a Romulyan, so that would explain some of the Romulan tech. Let's just check out the singular rooms. This is conference room and research and development. Conference room that way, development behind me. Actually tells me when I got here. I've got research, I've got development. So that's research and development, right? Conference room. Research and development. That is funny. I thought somebody did that on purpose. What the heck? I don't know if Bullock is gonna like this. This looks kind of odd, yeah? Oh, wow. Not gonna lie though, that's pretty cool. I'm not sure what that symbol is. I'm sure it'll probably come up in Voyager at some point, but dang. Like if we had more out there, that would be a heck of a view right there. So let's see if I can sit down. You could probably hold full-on guild meetings in here. How cool would that be? I would call them just to be able to sit in here with everybody. Right, there's a screenshot for Bullock. Let's see if we can't get some research development. What's that? Feels like that's somehow not good. Oh wow, what is this? Research. Holy crap, dude. This is crazy cool. Bridge officer vendor. You'd find it. Duty officer store. That's cool. What do we got? Fleet researcher. You must reach tier 1. Okay, so you can't even use that basically. Like a lot of the other stuff around here. Secondary deflector store. Not allowed to use it. Kit module store. Oh wow, yeah, that's cool. Medical generator, shield recharger. I mean, this is some cool stuff here. Obviously, still not allowed to use any of those. Those are all our ground stuff that I've been using. That grenade I throw. Modify outfit. Right on. Got a tailor in a research area, I guess. You gotta stay, you know, good or whatever. At some point, it looks like that will actually open up. Almost looks like a holodeck. Would probably want if you're doing research, I would guess, because that's how you're gonna run experiments without getting killed. Yeah. Don't know how we're supposed to get to those other areas. We don't. Just for looks. Looks like. Or you unlock them later or something. Looks like you could get up there somehow. I just don't know how. Anyways, let's go see the last one before we call it a night. Development. Kind of like Arrested. Not quite. It was a good show back in the day. Development. What are we developing here, guys? Or gal, excuse me. You're also locked. Why they're wasting my replicators so much. Get off the space station now. Okay. Science console. Can't use or buy any of these. That stinks. But it looks like we got exotic particle filter MK. Oh, these are like science ships consoles. That's cool. Wow, maximum shield. That would be super useful. Daily research and development. Locked. We got ground stuff, right? Engineering. Science. Tactical. Those are the ones that go right here. Right? That's pretty cool. So, what we just learned then, basically, is if you can unlock this stuff, just get 5 people, make yourself a little fleet, spend your dilithium and all that. If you can unlock this, you're gonna give yourself the ability to be a much stronger, much more powerful character. You can always just join a fleet too. I mean, Glenna McTiernan has an opening, obviously. So that is our research staff. All right, beam up the ship, I guess. Yeah. Anything, really cool there? Wasn't even like a daily, but I didn't really explore the whole thing. All right, so that's one. That was just the Delta Quadrant, which is actually just one avenue. The Delta Quadrant isn't even the whole Delta Quadrant. Gotta talk to her to return to sea. Yeah. Real. Just knuckle slapper, she just always on it. Can't get nothing past her. Oh, right. So, because I'm a nifty dude. Let's see here. So, that colony there. Probably where you could go. K-13 station, that might be. Fleet dilithium mine. Boom. I need to go there. Yeah, and I'll bet you that the colony is going to be bars, but there's one. Our Federation Fleet Substation, right? Railroad station, blah blah blah, swing on, crap, Chronos. Let's go check that through the wormhole. Huh. Nothing even in there with the Jem'Hadar, which is rather odd. I think there would be. Alright, well, why don't we... be a little nifty, yeah. So I got those out of just the lithium store, not the Phoenix prize pack, but you get 10 of them for... I think like 1,000 or something. That's not expensive. There it is. Yeah, 10 for 3,000. So more than I said, but it's not expensive, honestly. This is a good way to get these for any character. That lightning right there, boom. That is super useful on the ground. If you need to be in combat, right there. That's true. These are those price back store claims. Anywho. Oh, that's the Deflari system, okay. Really want to know about Marine Colony Fleet Holding. Knew it. That, I'll bet the K7 is right there. Space station. Now that is our mine, the lithium mine, which we need to go to before we head off tonight. Which we'll look at. What we'll do is we'll hit the colony. That's gonna be essentially like our home. And then we're gonna warp over to the mine, refine the dilithium, right? And this is everybody's mine. This is our mine. And we'll figure it out from there. Let's see here. What else do we have to do later? We'll have to do like a full one repair to see what it looks like. Here's the colony world, the world we're gonna call home. It's our dilithium mine, right? Embassy is on Romulus, K13. Gotta figure it out. Not sure. I thought that would be in the Beta Quadrant with Earth, but I guess I was wrong. Research lab. I've already found that. That's in Delta Quadrant Sphere. That's probably on the Dyson Sphere. So we've actually gone every place except for the Romulan ones, which I kind of consider Dyson Sphere in that general. That's how you get there. So you've seen almost everything, which is pretty cool. Here we go. Beam down to our colony. My wife can actually pick a house out here, you know? She'd be like a governess. But she's off in another land called Morrowind. Ooh. It's a weird ribbon. Alright, let's approach our planet. I don't know if that's a protected thing or it's a pretty large moon too. Probably find that out later. What is that? I'm hoping those are friendly. Beam down to our colony. We're home away from home. Wow. Look how big this is. And I believe here you can use your own little boogie board kind of thing I was showing you from Ryza. You can buy them. You get from Ryza, and you can get them from the Phoenix Prize Pack. But yeah, let's get some pictures for Sposa. You can decide what he's gonna do with these places. There's lots. I've already got some upgrading going for him, and I'm hoping to get all that finished out. Really, not all of it, but
need something? I can clear you for transport, or if you're authorized, I can start an invasion simulation for you.
I'm sorry, what? Invasion simulation? Looks like I'm not authorized. You have appropriate fleet permission and manage special fleet events, which I can't. You can start an invasion simulation. You will trigger a 30 wave combat on this map. It can only affect the instance of the map that is started on. It is suggested that you do not start a simulation without coordinating with your fleet. So that's a trial, right? Because fleets can be massive amount of players. I mean, it's 30 waves. I don't know if me and Skillset usually do like TFOs or dungeons by ourselves, right? Not a trial. That'd be heck fun though. I'd have to try it sometime, but it's all like I suggested not to do that. I'll let them know what that is. It's no unauthorized entry. Seriously? I'm like second in command of this guy's. Wow. He's serious. Alright, well, Skillsaw's got some weird stuff going on then. Secretive stuff that I am beginning not to trust. Could have sworn I've just seen What do you got for me, Quartermaster? Colony Collector. Look at this. Collect 250 colony ore provisions for your fleet holding. Collect batteries, collect luxuries, right? And that actually seems really cool. So here's some dailies. And it's just, I mean, these are the people that we're living with the colony, the Lucaris. They're actually super cool. They're brand new to the galaxies, are flying out and around. You know, they're out of their own solar system. They're familiar with us. And these are the houses we're going to be living in. This is actually my house, and of course the one that's highest is Skillsaw's. I personally love that down here, and we'll have to build some more. Look how gorgeous it is. Build it. So this is obviously the outskirts. I mean, you can see this plane of the building, right? Yeah, I haven't finished yet. I have dumped a bunch of stuff already into this one. Maybe that's why it's actually right. We got some good stuff going. All right. What else is there to talk to? I mean, there's only a couple right there, right? Already got something there. We'll go up top. Looks like there's two up top that I need to get. Everything else is wild up here. We haven't added anything yet. Just gotta figure out. Yeah, I do construction. This is an interior of a building that's not finished yet. On here. Skillsaw's gonna love this. He's also a carpenter. We do big commercial stuff. This is gonna like right up our alley. I really want to find. Yeah, here we go. Taylor. It's a space equipment. And I would think before you even do an attack, because we're probably going to be coming up from there. I don't know if we have to use our single flyers to try to get them away from us, but...
Need something? I can...
But I would assume... And then we'll go to the
Bajorn or Cardassian system now because it's right next to where we need to go for the last stop. And then we'll do another one for the K7. We'll give you an update on the current ones we have, and I'll do another next week. Do a review on, look at all the other ones, and maybe I'll get some sneak pictures for you guys on YouTube that you can go look at it, what it looks like before we upgrade them for like the K7 substation or embassy on Rumleys, which is kind of ironic because like we have people who we have characters who are Romulans who work for the Federation. And there we go. Cool down, huh? Huh? Is that how it's gonna be? My plan so far is not working. That's alright, I figure out a way or another way around. How far? But we can get out across that mountain. So this is the main homeworld that these people are coming from. We're actually working together in the Federation. Is I think it's like right there, or it's like just right over here somewhere. I wonder why they did the two space each phase 1, phase 7. One, I remember the 7. Did you keep it totally different? Oh, it's US, Earth's era. Or just science. Here it is. Enter K13 space. This is the new event going on right now. It's First Contact. Off of the movie First Contact. And it's really fun. You can get your own Android A600 Android Combat Pet. You also get a First Contact badge box. What the hell is that? Oh my god. Okay. Alright, well. Looks like it's been destroyed, so. Just return to sacred space, you know what I mean? We're not getting anything out of that.
Is under attack.
Gotta be something that's supposed to repair or something. If this is the... Well, it's supposed to be a K7 space shop. That's that K13. Let's double check. No, it's K-13. That's it. Into K-13 space. Now, there's definitely... What's this thing K-13 orbit It's pretty, it is, look at that. I have two different kinds of transwarp. That one is way more like a wormhole or a string theory. Well, the other one is working on moving the universe around you, which is way more like an actual warp theory. Here it is. Planen Mactair de Lithium Main. Not too space, Scotty. Sharon Montgomery Scotty, should see. Let's go see if feature requirements are up to
find our mine. So, I don't know if we have to build one. That's the thing. Area for it. I mean, honestly, so there might be something right in front of us. Some story time in with Tuvok and Captain Janeway. And get to see some of the workings, right? Play tomorrow with some Sea of Thieves or maybe even some Fallout 76 to see if they actually updated that and if it's a real game. Thank you. Come check out Club Cashew 50 on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube and Twitch. Have a good night.